What's going on, YouTube, man? It is a great day to be different, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna show you guys how to be different. I got a drop fade for you guys, a little advanced, but we're gonna get to it. Just like any haircut, we want to comb and brush everything down and make sure it's laid and ready to go. So I'm gonna throw on that one guard all the way open for debulking, and we're gonna give him wavelength, man. As you guys can see, he's got waves in his hair, and he does want to keep them. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna with the grain, and we're gonna make sure we lay everything down nice and smooth. As you can see, his calic is a little crazy back in that area, but we're gonna work with it. Here at the front, I threw that 1.5 guard on just to be safe. He has a calic right there on the right side, and man, just to get it to lay down properly without gashing him or patching him, we do that 1.5 guard to be safe. Here we go with the spritz. This is gonna allow me to freeze the hair, so that way when it's time for edge up, it's gonna melt. We are prepping for edge ups early in the process. Hit him with the blow dryer, make sure I brush it in, make sure it's nice and even. It's gonna make my life much easier when it's ready for edge up time. Yes, sir. So first guideline, and really the only guideline, we're gonna set in with my trimmers. Usually I use my JRL trimmers, but he has a little bit more of a coarse hair texture, so I had to use the Stylecraft just to get it to come off a lot easier and smoother. But as you guys saw, we went straight into the detail process. No guard close, mid, open, using the feathering technique. As you can see, that bald line is already coming out. Using nothing but your corners. The higher you go up, the more you want to open your lever. Close, mid to open. If you got to, use your notches. But one thing's for sure is use your techniques. Feather technique is helping me out so much. As you can see, I didn't stretch, I didn't push that line. All I did was take it out. All I did was notch it out, just using the corner of my blade. And we're gonna keep it moving. Get as much of that line out with my clippers, and whatever my clippers can't get, I will follow up with my trimmers. Now I threw that half guard on. I seen some dark spots that I didn't really like, so instead of chasing the fade, I just went ahead for some security, threw that half guard on, and we notched out those dark spots. Hit, brush, hit, brush. There goes the trimmers to follow up whatever my clippers couldn't get. Using nothing but the corners on that as well. Feathering. And then we're gonna continue the detail process. Whatever my eyes see, especially when you're recording, man, the camera's gonna show you every single thing that you are missing. I swear. So I'm gonna continue the detail. As you can see, that blend looks pretty good from here. So now you guys can see the calic, how pretty bad that calic is up there at the front, but we got some room to work with it, and we're gonna make it happen. Using that spritz up there at the front for the edge up is definitely gonna make my life a lot easier. Gonna prevent that hair from moving around when I get to that area. Yes, sir. Fade's already almost done. And it's the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna only go over this side, and then we're gonna get straight to the edge up. Boom. First I start in the middle, create a nice line in the middle, and then we're gonna walk it over to either side. It really doesn't matter. Since I do stand on the left side of the client, most of the time I do walk it to the left side first before I walk it to the right. But in this case, as you guys can see, we're gonna start on the right side. So I set my initial line right in the middle, walked it all the way to the right, hit the vertical bar, nice and sharp. You guys see how easy that hairline is coming off, leaving a nice crispy line. Now the right side is done, we're gonna walk it over to the left, using the center line that I initially created, and we're just gonna follow that line. As you can see, even with that cowlick and those light spots right there, I was still able to create a nice solid line. Then we're gonna hit the vertical bar, tap it a couple more times, dust them off, hit them with the pencil for some contour. Do that on both sides. Man, do I need enhancements? No, but we're gonna do it anyways. So we're gonna hit them with the 245, especially in those lighter spots right there. We're gonna attack the lighter spots with the enhancements. One thing I can say when it comes to enhancements, always keep the brush moving. It's kind of like spray painting the car. If you guys have ever spray painted anything, if you hold it in one spot, it's gonna get too cakey or it's gonna get too runny. We don't want this enhancement to run, so we're gonna always keep the nozzle moving. As you can see, I'm always sweeping and I'm just tapping the trigger, attacking just the light spots. As you can see how much of a difference that made in his edge up. Hit him with the hot sauce. This is gonna allow me to remove any overspray, clean up the edge up, and push that pencil over. Pushing that pencil over allows me to create that razor blade effect without having to use a razor. As you can see right here, we're gonna push that pencil over. It's gonna glide right off of the front of the edge up, gonna glide right off of that forehead, push it over nice and thin. Same thing over here. Hit them with the hot sauce. Get rid of any overspray. This is gonna make that line pop even more. And push that pencil over. Easy day. Look at this angle. Sheesh. This is all beard work. I don't really don't have any steps, any tips on beard work. I'm still learning myself, to be honest with you. But you guys can follow along right here. I'm gonna let this ride out. You guys enjoy. I'll be back towards the end of the video. Alright, so my client did ask for a part at the beginning of the haircut. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and put a part in. We're just gonna tap it in there. I switched because I felt like these were gonna hit better, which they did. You hit the first top of the line, turn the trimmers over, hit the bottom of the line. I'm gonna hit them with some hot sauce right here. This is because earlier I did hit them with enhancements. So again, the hot sauce is gonna allow me, as you saw at the front of that line right there in that spot, right at the point, it was a little dark even when I removed the hair. So throwing that hot sauce on there allowed me to scrape whatever dye that was in that area to create a much cleaner part, as you can see right there. So we're gonna brush off any debris right there, whatever was in that part area. Then we're gonna, just for to beautify this part, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of enhancements. We're not gonna overspray. We're not gonna make it too dark. We're just gonna make it look a little bit natural, but enhanced. Exactly like the product says, enhanced. So as you can see right there, you can still see all the texture in the hair, all the waves. All it did was darken that area. Then we're gonna throw some more hot sauce on them to eliminate any overspray, clean it up, and it's gonna make the line pop, as you can see right there. Yes, sir. We give them the mirror, get the nod of approval, and we are good to go, man. Yes, sir. You guys remember what he looked like when he came in? Yeah, you guys remember. What'd he come to do? Came to be different. Sheesh. Clean. Clean. Appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to keep me on your timeline. Peace.